It's the New York Mets taking on the Miami Marlins. Just about set to go. And pitching in this game, Alexi Cruz. Singy, always a treat when we get. That's ball four. Here's the rookie third baseman, Joaquin Ibanez. Comes into this one with more homers than anyone in the National League. A little bit low. That one close, ruled a ball. And that's ball two. And downstairs, Dobson gets his lead at first with nobody out. And now 3-1.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Back there. Gone. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Elevated fastballs, especially away, are like putting a ball on a tee. Hitters do a lot of cage work. They're comfortable hitting off the tees, and he was comfortable right there hitting that ball opposite field for a home run.
Joe. Cruz back to work. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, but he wins the foot race to first. Good job of knowing how much time. Drilled out towards left center field. Domine sizes this one up. And a quick out, number one.
Woo! He was all over that first.
Ball four, take your base. Three. Ball four, take your base. So the tying run in scoring position now. Ibanez now at the plate. He's already homered here in this one. That's outside. 1-0. And that one popped in the air, left field. Domine on his way over, squeezes it, and that's the third out. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the Ball four. Ball four. Extra base. Ball four. Extra base. Three. That's ball four. You're out. Three. Three. Now, here is Joaquin Ibanez. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away, if you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
And ball one.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
That was a pretty close one until that huge 7th inning really turned things around. The bats just caught on fire, and it seemed like nobody could make it out. They put a lot of runs up.
Key matchup on tap today as they could clinch the division title with a victory, Singy.
Yeah, this team has worked all season to get to this point, Boog, and the opportunity is there for them to achieve one of their biggest goals. Pressure is on. Should be a good one.
It's the Minnesota Twins taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. All right, we'll be back. All right, just about set to go. On the hill here today, Johnny Ricker. And Singy, he likes pitching at home. Back here in Philadelphia. And on the hill here today, Darren Davis. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, he's been a real quality start.
Three. So 2 down. Here's the left fielder, Jermaine Stokes. And first offering is fouled off. 2 out, space is empty. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Phillies go down. Back here in Philadelphia, top of the second. Now it's the Twins DH, Todd Conklin. left fielder, Jermaine Stokes. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. And it's even up.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
This to third, and it stays fair. It's in and out of his glove. And he'll pull him to second safely. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory. Average going up, OBP. Everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Now a chance for Bobby Magruder. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swing and a miss. And 1-1.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Outside. And it's 2-1. That one drifts inside.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in. He spits on that one.
Joe Brandon in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through. Save! In comes the run from second. On the board first, it's 1-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
One out, base is empty. And now Jermaine Stokes. And first offering is fouled off.
Love coming to Citizens Bank Park. Best ice cream in all of the league at the press level. It's only been around since 2004, but plenty of awesome history here already. It's the only stadium with multiple postseason no-hitters. Remember Roy Halladay did it back in 2010? And the Houston Astros threw a combined no-no in Game 4.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the DH, Todd Conklin. Yeah, that's fouled off. Leonard goes 6 feet 3 inches. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Just off the inside edge. Good job to fight that one off. Got it. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other two outs.
Perez now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Not close with that one, and the count is 1-1. One out, base is empty. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. The wind of the pitch. Inside. Full count now.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first two hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly, but you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
2 outs. Strike 2.
Well, this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Ball 1 low.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
The Twins down to their final strike. Headed towards the corner, and no one can get there. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Next to hit. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Sidney English.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1. Oh, right to the backstop. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
As a closer, he's out there in that role for a reason, but even they lose the handle on one here and there, especially with all the nasty stuff coming out of bullpens these days.
That one to first. And they are headed for October. They've won the National League East.
The number 7 is such a cool and sort of lucky number. Well, this team has been playing really well, but to win 7 games in a row, there's been some luck and there's been some really good play. I think you get to this point, you start to look at, can we double that? Make it double digits, make it 2 touchdowns, make it 14.
2-0 your final here in this one. The Phillies hang on to win it. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Here at the friendly confines, Wrigley Field. MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. Biggest story coming into this one is what he's been able to do at the plate recently. Absolutely on fire, Singy.
Yeah, he's been terrific, Boog. Has really made this a dangerous team. His bat's been lethal of late, and it's opening up a lot of opportunities for his teammates, too.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about ready to roll. And today's starter, Adam Cunningham.
Yeah, and his whip tells you he's been pretty effective this year on the mound. I mean,
Brian Rodriguez next up for the Cardinals. Runner takes off. That one fouled off. In the dirt. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. And now a man into scoring position.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken back as you drive back to the dugout.
Gomes, the runner at second with one away. High fly ball out to center field. Rivera in and to his right. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. So the go-ahead run is 3. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's the left fielder, Martin Urbina.
Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just one shy of that milestone.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike one. Urbina needs just one more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues. And it's fouled away.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
Curve in the dirt. 2 out, space is empty. On the ground to third. The throw to first, and that is the inning.
You're out. 3 out. 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 3. You're out. Out.
Brian Rodriguez will hit next. So here's the guy that is, I think, right now the favorite to win the National League MVP. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side.
Ball. Take your base. You're out. 3.
So digging in, Martin Urbina. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. Fouled off left side.
You know, these Cubs, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers. They're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat.
The pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Lead runner makes the turn at second.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands. You let the ball.
Ball four, take your base.
Here's the second baseman, Brian Rodriguez. 1 for 2. Runner on the go. And a base hit into right center field. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base.
Pitching for the
Jackie
Cubs,
Joe comes on now.
number 9.
Still pretty early in the ball.
Base is empty with 2 away. Brian Rodriguez next up for the Cardinals. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Fastball gets the corner at the knees.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger.
He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Redbirds. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Carlos Feliz.
Madrid back to work. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's base is empty, 1 away. And up next for Chicago, Martin Urbina. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Urbina with another scorching run of play lately. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
One out, base is empty. And that one ripped into right and foul ball. 1 down, base is empty. And this is inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. It wasn't easy, but he.
Take your base. You're out.
First pitch just misses. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. The 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. On the ground, right side. And that one handled. Over to first. One up, one down. So up next,
The left
Martin
fielder, number
Urbina.
34, Martin Urbina.
And that's too high.
Ball. 2 balls, no strikes.
And that one upstairs. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Foul ball there. The Cubs with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. Now 2 away. Howard Turner.
3. Out. You're out.
10-2 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, we're ready for MLB The Show's Game of the Week. It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on the New York Yankees. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the brooms to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So just about set now. And going to the mound in this one for the Yankees,
Lead
Paul
off tonight for
Spear.
You're out. First base.
Back here with my pal Singy. And today on the hill, Mike Worth. What's the scout?
Take the base. That's ball four. Three.
And we're back. Now it's the second baseman, Brett MacArthur. That hit him.
That got him.
And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Leading off for the Orioles.
Richard Chu, the next to hit for the Orioles. That misses, and that's ball one.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or two on base.
And another ball.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
Right through there for a strike. With the tying run at the plate, here at the top of the ninth.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Tying run at the plate. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And a good eye there.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
On the ground to third, down the line, and it's foul. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Grinding AB right here, about to see pitch number 10. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series, so no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
The tying run at the plate. On the ground to third. Can't glove it cleanly. Ramirez. Over to second. To first. Not in time. Great effort there.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in the ball game like this. Positioned perfectly.
Nava in the box now. No balls and a strike. Grounds one to short. Miranda to second. Pulls him off the bag.
Maybe just a little lack of concentration on that throw. 2 out. You think you've got the play made. Players are starting to move off the field towards the dugout, and then everyone's got to come back. Sometimes you take that throw for granted, and that's all it takes to keep the inning going.
Hit to right, and that ought to do it. And the Yankees have won the American League East.
Well, this is kind of wild, sloppy game. Close finish. A lot of errors. Defense made this one really unpredictable, but they'll take the win. They'll try to clean things up defensively for the next one.
And your final 4-2 for Chris. It's the Houston Astros taking on the Baltimore Orioles. First pitch coming your way next. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to go. And getting the start for Baltimore, Kenneth Williamson. What should we keep an eye on here?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. McDougal getting ready to hit. That clips the corner.
Oh, if they can push one across here in the first inning, would really settle the crowd down and help take that element out of the game early.
Next offering is down low. That's down and in. That one fouled off, 2-2. Man at second. Line and a base hit into right. The throw in. It's off the mark and he scores. And it's 1-0.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And next. First and second, no outs. Diaz digs in now. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Ripped to third and caught. Now we check out the Astros lineup. Singy, we're looking at a young lineup here. Not much experience, but they're going to bring a lot of energy to the field.
Yeah, and that's just it, Boog. We expect this lineup to play hard no matter what. They are an exciting group to watch.
And there's a foul ball.
I think it's huge that they were able to score right away. You're playing on the road. Stakes are high. Energy in the ballpark. And you help to quiet that down a little bit.
That's off the mark. 1 ball, 1 strike.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Keenan recently taking home Player of the Month honors. In the dirt.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in game 1 of the wild card series. And it remains 2-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Pitch in the dirt, and now it's filled up 3-2. That's to third. Fair ball. McDougal coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Well done. Drives in the run. 10th pitch of the at bat, and he was able to put it in play, find a hole, and get a knock.
2 on, 1 out. Redding will hit next. Out in front and foul to the left side. And the 0-1. That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch.
0-2.
Battling here as he fouls it away. The pitch. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. The 0-2. That one just misses.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
And there's a ball. De Silva on second. Keenan over at first with 1 away. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. And stepping in for the Astros, Jonathan Brown. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. 2 on, 2 outs. Pitch misses. Now 2-0. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Cesar Colon up next for the Astros. Two outs. There's a strike. And they're all loaded up.
Batting 8th, right fielder.
So they're all loaded up. Cologne, the next to hit. And that one fouled off. And fouled off. And down on strikes he goes. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Astros 2, and the Orioles coming up. Back now at Oriole Park. Starting on the mound in this one, Tom C.
Well, he's going to come at hitters with a 4-seam fastball and a 2-seam fastball. And
Ball, take your base.
Richard Chu getting ready to hit. Golden opportunity right here. And he takes a strike.
well, when you come off a tough 1-run loss in the postseason, you'll be looking back at the opportunities that you missed in the previous game and make sure that you don't miss them in this one.
Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Second and third, 1 away. And 1-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Batting 5th, designated
Bryant
hitter,
Griffin, the
number
next to hit for
11.
the Orioles. On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul. Here comes the 0-1. And a swing and a miss there.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Next pitch is outside.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
First inning going a bit long. 23 pitches to this point. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Fastball is outside. Corey in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Crow pulls it down, and that will end the inning. Game 1 of First and second, no outs. Keenan now at the plate. RBI single his last time up. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
Well, these Astros doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well. Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Now batting,
Brandon
number
Reddick
21.
up next for the Astros. Went down on strikes his first time through.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 5-zip.
Well, you can see he was out front just a little bit. Maybe didn't recognize the changeup earlier, but he got the bat head to it, hooked it down the line, and was able to keep it fair for a long.
Ball 4, take your base.
First and second, no outs. Keenan will hit next.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
That's a ball.
And that one misses up and in. And it's 1-0.
Well, these Astros really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Now one out to right. Coleman sizing this one up. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with 1 away. Here's the second baseman, Brandon Reddick. He's already homered in this game. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 1.
0-1.
Two on, 1 out. Hit hard, base hit. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single.
Now
It's
batting,
6-0.
number 1.
Here's a catcher to hit, Jonathan Brown. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Corey snags it, and there are 2 outs.
Now batting, number 30.
So digging in, Cesar Colon. And that drops in for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
2 on, 2 outs.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Astros 6 and the Orioles nothing. Game one of this wild card series. And into the box for Baltimore, Roger Nava. C back to work. And that one is downstairs. Ball one. The first game is so important in any round of the postseason, but especially in these best-of-3 series. Win game one and your opponent right away. One out, runner at second. Richard Paz, the next to hit for the Orioles. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And strike one to the catcher.
Well, being down 1-0 in a 3-game series, you really start feeling that pressure, and that can work against you for sure. You've got to stay positive if you don't take game one.
Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it. That's out number 2. Now it's the right fielder, Paul Coleman. A walk, and he's also singled. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
0-1's the count.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game one of the wild card series. And down on strikes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Astros 6 and the Orioles nothing. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Up next for the Astros, 1 for 3. Liner snagged at first.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Now the number 2 hitter, Kenny McDougal. And first offering is fouled off. 1 out and a runner at second, and we're the top half of the 6th. Pickoff throw. Crow back in on a dive. Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going. It made it a lot easier to come to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling. And then the way that they treated your family.
And a base hit. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out. Runners on the corners with 1 gone. And next is the designated hitter, Alonso De Silva. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. And you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles player in a highlight clip. Crow at third. McDougal at first. 1 gone. That one's in there. And that's strike 2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Steve Diaz digs in now. First offering, and it just misses. Corners are occupied with 2 down. That one well upstairs. 2-0.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Two outs. Right side, hard hit. Throws to first in time. That's out number 3. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Astros 6 and the Orioles nothing. Back here in Baltimore, bottom of the 6th inning, and into the box for Baltimore, Thomas Whitaker. And the batter now, Cesar Colon. Upstairs. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
And a big swing and a miss.
2-2 the count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Astros 6 and the Orioles nothing. Bottom 9, and now Brett MacArthur.
Unless things start to change, the pressure tomorrow is really going to be on this home side. You can afford to lose game 1, but you can't go down 0-2 at home. So they'll need to forget about this one quickly.
And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Crum. In his 5th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a 2-seamer, a sinker, and he occasionally uses a curve.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Now a screamer into the outfield and makes the grab. 1 down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Richard Chu. And that one hit to first, and it finds its way through for a hit.
Now batting, number 11.
Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Griffin, the next to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. The Stros up big in this one here in the late stages of game 1. Towards first, Diaz. There's one out. Back to first, double play. And that's the ball game. So the Houston Astros take game 1 of this wild card series. A huge win for them in hostile territory.
Yeah, Boo, they've still got their work cut out for them in this series, having to play on the road. But like you said, it's a huge win to jump ahead 1-0 in a short 3-game series. Just have to win one of the next 2 games to move on to the next round.
And on the home side of this one, obviously a disappointing result both for the team and the fans. But with home field advantage throughout, this series still has a lot up in the air. Here's another look at the numbers from this shutout victory.
Well, it takes a team effort to produce a shutout. I mean, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
6-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. About to get started here for game one. And on the hill, the lefty, Hector Fernandez. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. And
so 2 down, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Brian Rodriguez. That's off the mark, and that's ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
They say you win.
1-1.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Drops into the glove, and that is that. On to the bottom of the first. No score. Back here in Miami, and for the Cardinals here this afternoon, Robbie Roberts. What should we keep an eye on here?
Boog, one of the
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Bennett getting ready to hit. Gets him to chase after that one.
0-1's the count.
Late swing fouled off. Runner in scoring position, nobody out here in game one of the wild card series. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Got him. Dave Lawrence rings him up.
That is it.
And now the Cardinals catcher, Glenn Schoen. The switch hitter batting right. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Out front, rip foul. Second inning here, no score. Foul ball, still 0-2. And that one almost hit him.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Man at second. Here's a high chopper. Slings to first in time.
Batting seventh, the left fielder, Darryl
And
North.
stepping in is the speedy Darryl North. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
Ball one there. Little trouble with this one behind the plate. Probably ruled a pass ball as the runner moves up to third.
That pitch was pretty far outside, further than he was set up, so kind of a tough one to handle, but still something he knows he should have had since it bounced off his glove and got away.
Two outs. Just missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And that's in there at the knees. Two outs and a runner at third here at the top of the second. That to right. Warner settles under it and makes the catch. And that is that. So one left for the Cardinals. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Game one of this wild card series. And now for the Marlins, Freddie Ladd. Roberts back to work. And that's a little bit high. In the postseason, you see just how important every last play can be. You never know what's going to make the difference in the end. You see the velocity 97 with that fastball. Next pitch is downstairs.
Like you said, Boog, every play is so pivotal at this point of the year. As a player, you've got to be locked in. Can't make a mistake that could cost your team the season.
Gomes makes the play, and there's one away.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Ken.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Ken Calzado. That's in there. That's strike one.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
And strike two.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
And now 1-2.
I don't like
runner in scoring position, no outs. Valdez now at the plate. And a foul ball. Next offering misses down and away. Roberts, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. There's a strike.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
Cut out and miss. Curveball struck him out.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swing and strikeout.
Garth Warner will hit next. There's a strike. And a curveball is just outside.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a fair ball. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Comes through with the RBI. Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
Back to here is Steve Whitlock. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Gomes puts it away, and that is the third out of the inning. One run, a pair of hits, no errors, and one left on. On to the fourth now in game number one. It's the Marlins 1 and the Cardinals nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Brian Rodriguez. Right through there for a strike.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Next offering is downstairs. That one missed.
2 strikes.
And that one is in the dirt. And it's a full count.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
The batter, the first baseman.
Ball 4, take the base.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Glenn Chone. And delivers outside.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
And that is out of play. Tying run in scoring position here in Game 1 of the Wild Card Series. And they stop him at third, so bases loaded with one away.
Everything came together for him. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on the line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
North in the box now, takes strike 1. Swing and a foul out of play. Noble, the runner at third. Bennett over at second. Chone over at first with one away.
1 ball.
In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, 1 out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. That helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
The pitch. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Bottom of the 4th, and at the plate for Miami, Dan Collins.
Dan Collins.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
You know, these
one down. Freddie Ladd, the next up for the Marlins. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
1 out, base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Ooh, Baya.
0-2 is the
You
count.
got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Gomes makes the grab. And there are two down. Man at first, and up next for St. Louis, Brian Rodriguez. 1 for 2. And that one's a little bit low. And that is ball 1. Breaking ball in there for a strike. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. That misses the zone, and the count is 3-1.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Ripped to right. Makes the grab, and that is that. The Cards leave one. They still trail 1-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters are performed up to this point.
Alfonso.
First and second, no outs. Whitlock digs in now. 0 for 2 in this one. Fought off foul. Oh, 1 now.
1-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. It's going to fall for a hit. Heading for the plate. Relay throw. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. And a 2-1 ball game down. Dan Collin, the next up for the Marlins. He's grounded out a couple of times. There's a strike. That clips the corner.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You can either strike this guy out or get ground ball, double play.
Runners at the corners, nobody out here in game 1 of the wild card series. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Couple of singles back to back. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Robbie Roberts will depart. 2-1 ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching.
So they turn things over to one of their young arms,
Number 46.
Emery Lord.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's the center fielder, Freddie Ladd. Just missed. On the ground to second, might be two. Glove flip for one. Back to first, and that is a double play.
Number 7. Shortstop.
Really nice double play turn right there, and it all started with that sweet glove flip on the feed to second. You know, these middle infielders, they spend a lot of time honing that glove work, so it just becomes like second nature. I think you also have to have a really good glove that's broken in, that's not too large, so that you can have a feel for that baseball and be able to flip it like you're barehanded.
Now it's going to be Ken Calzado. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Oh, 2 now as he swings through it. Action in the St. Louis bullpen. Jeffrey Connors appears to be getting loose. Rivera also throwing. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. On to the 7th here in Game 1. It's the Marlins 3 and the Cardinals 1. Top of inning number 7, and now the D. First and second, no outs. Valdez getting ready to hit. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that's too high. First and second, no outs. Here in the late stages of Game 1. On the ground left side, 6, 4,
He's out.
3, and they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so
Now
easy,
back,
but it was
right
far
fielder.
from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And up next for Miami, Garth Warner. First pitch misses. Alfonso on third with 2 out.
Love how this guy grinds out at bats. I mean, he's down there at the bottom of the lineup in the 9-hole, but he's worked himself into a really good hitter's count, trying to pick up a 2-out RBI.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
In the air, out towards left center, and that is that. Marlins lead 1, and the score stays 3-1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Juan Vargas.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down.
It was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what.
First and second, 1 out. Chone now at the plate. 1 for 3. That's in there. Strike 1.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
2 on, 1 out. Fly ball to right. brings it in. Runner tags at second. And he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
Now batting, the left fielder, Darryl North.
Now up for St. Louis, Darryl North. Missed with a changeup. Ball 1.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Hard ground ball for a base knock. In comes the run from third. It's an RBI single. It's 3-2.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Next to hit, Felipe Perez.
Lots of anxious fans in the ballpark right now. You can feel it.
Swing and a miss. And a count 1-1.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Next pitch misses. 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Just a slow ground ball this time. They get the force. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. They get a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Marlins 3 and the Cardinals 2.
Now pitching.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Johnny Goodman.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Back to the top of the order now.
Now pitching for.
And here's the closer to try and finish off game 1. Jose Delgado.
Now this is an extremely confident pitcher. He loves the pressure. Actually likes the 1-run game better than a comfortable 3-run save opportunity because that's when he pitches his best.
Late swing, fouled off. This one in the air. Valdez under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath a little bit and popped it up.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Josh Baxter. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Looking to get the tying run on base. Check swing, and he went. And the count is 0-2.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Going to count 1-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
A 1-run lead here in game 1 of the wild card series. Swings and misses, struck him out. And they're down to their last out. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
1 out left for the Cardinals. Edgar Gomes. Next up for the Cardinals. Fastball for a strike. Rips one to right. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Marlins take the series opener here at home. So the Miami Marlins off of the right foot here in this wild card series. They take game one in front of their home fans.
Yeah, and you could argue there's even more pressure on you as the home team in a 3-game series. But these fans definitely showed up for this one. They had an impact, Boog, and their guys took care of business.
And on the other side of things, it'll be an elimination game in this same atmosphere in game 2. So that will be quite a test to keep their season alive.
Yeah, no doubt.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Game 2 of the American League Wild Card Series coming your way on the show. It's the Houston Astros taking on the Baltimore Orioles. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And a lot riding on this one as these teams meet for game 2, Chris.
Absolutely, and it might seem like there's not as much pressure if you've already got a win in game 1, but they're dying to close this series out right here and now. The last thing they want is to lose the momentum and go into a do-or-die game 3. That's a lot of pressure.
Sometimes it feels like every game in a 3-game series is do or die. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And our pitcher tonight, Jared Negron. What do you have on? First and second, no outs. Keenan, the next to hit. That just misses. 1-0.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Just missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
First and second, no outs here in game 2 of the wild card series. That one almost got him.
1 strike.
What a stop. There's one. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
Well, they had the chance to turn in 2 right there, but I don't think he got a good grip on the ball as he tried to transfer from glove to throwing hand. They say you can't assume a double play. I beg to differ at the big league level, but it's going to be ruled as a fielder's choice.
Here's the catcher, Jonathan Brown. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on them and see if you can steal the bag, get into scoring position. Two on, 1 out.
Strike two.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Making the calls behind the plate in this one is Woody Keller.
Yeah, and Woody does a pretty good job back there, Bill. He's got a pretty fair strike zone most of the time. Maybe some inconsistency here or there, but usually he's back there doing a solid job.
On the ground. Tosses to first, but the go-ahead run comes in to score.
Batting eighth, right fielder, number 30.
Cesar Colon up next for the Astros.
I know we're still early in the stages of this game, but this at-bat has the potential of being a difference maker. You've got to stay calm in the box.
That one's in there. Strike one.
Well, he let that changeup up. Got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Ball. One ball, one strike.
Next pitch is outside. Yeah, there's the strike.
That slider breaking in could be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
Swing and a ground ball. Boots it. Gets off a throw. They limit the damage here. So one run on one hit. No errors and a runner left. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Astros 1 and the Orioles nothing. Wild Card Series Game 2. And here's the first baseman, Ray Rayleigh.
Taking high.
That's ball four.
Runner at first with 2 away. Brett MacArthur, the next to hit for the Orioles. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And downstairs. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Well, just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 2 left on. We head to the 4th inning now in Game 2. It's the Astros 1 and the Orioles nothing. As we go to the top of the 4th. So runner at second, 2 down. Kennedy digs in now. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0. Man on second, 2 down. Base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Throw is offline, and he scores. It's 2-0.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
William Goode up next for the Astros. 0 for 2 in this one. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Right through there for a strike.
Berg, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths. Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
The 1-1. Tap foul at the plate. Popped in the air. Left field. Nava. And that is that. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Astros 2 and the Orioles nothing. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
First base. Ball 4. Take the base.
2 on, 1 out. Johnson now at the plate. 1 for 2. That one is upstairs.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
The lefty, the 1-0. And another ball. And he chases a high fastball there.
2-1.
Next pitch is outside.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Fly ball center field. Kennedy. He's got it. Out. Number 2.
Now batting, number 25.
Now it's the second baseman, Brett MacArthur. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Tying run is at first here in game 2 of the wild card series. Just missed.
That's the ball.
Don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Chu in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And that's in for a strike. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike. So both runners should be on the move here on the full count pitch.
Yeah, this is a good chance to tie up this ball game. See if he can find some open grass in the outfield.
2 on, 2 outs. Fights it off. He'll see another. And now the lefty fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Two outs. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Got him! He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Astros 2 and the Orioles nothing. Back now at Oriole Park. Start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Kenny McDougal.
Number 2.
Negron back to work. That one's in there. It's 0-1. Activity in the
Take your base.
first and second, 2 outs. MacArthur, the next to hit, 1 for 3. Tap back up the middle. Steps on the bag for the force. Inning over. That's a crucial missed opportunity. So they strand a pair. 8th inning coming up. It's the Astros 2 and the Orioles 1. Babe Jensen on a pitch out of the pen here. Leading off, Jamie. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now, Steve Diaz. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting, number 21.
Now at the plate, Brandon Redding. Right through there for a strike. Odom, a former All-Star, 24 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Lined, and that's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. Pitch was
Number
in
6.
and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
First and second, no outs. Keenan getting ready to hit. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. And that's a strike. Odom, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
In the dirt.
2-2.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Line drive, base hit. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. But it's offline. It's 3-1.
Got the job done to put him up by 2.
Now
Pretty much a
batting,
model
number
swing
1.
on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Jonathan Brown will hit next. That's in there. 0-1. And that one is inside ball 1.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Ball two.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
That's down and in.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
In there at the knees. 3-2 now.
Look out.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
And now here is Cesar Colon. In the air on the infield, and the infield fly is called.
Now batting, number 12.
And now the center fielder, Jamie Kennedy. 3 for 3 with 3 singles.
Well, bottom of the order here, Boog. You got to go right after this guy.
As they look to pick up an add-on run, and the number 9 guy at the plate. That misses, and that's ball 1. And that one clips the corner. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here in the late stages of game 2. That one misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Inning over, and it could have been worse. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. 8-9-1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Astros 3 and the Orioles 1. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Richard Fenner.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
The shortstop.
So digging in, Thomas Whitaker. And here we are, 9th inning elimination game, and they're trying to keep their season alive. They need him to get on base.
Yeah, that's the key. You get on base, you divide that attention a little bit of the pitcher on the mound, and maybe the next hitter gets a mistake and hits it a long way.
And that drops in for a strike.
Hey, look, we'll see how it factors in. I just can't emphasize how much that insurance run in the top of the 9th means. I mean, just such a big difference mentally when you're chasing 2 runs instead of 1.
And there's a strike on the outside corner. Got him swinging.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Pogs in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. And a strike on the outside edge. The Astros up by 2 here in game 2 of the wild card series. Next pitch, not close, up high. Line drive, caught.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let it. I mean,
Now
he couldn't have hit that ball more on the screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling.
Orioles down to their final out. And now the right fielder, Paul Coleman. On the ground, and this should do it. Redding. Ball game. They win the series and punch their ticket to the American League Division Series. So the Houston Astros sweep this wild card series with back-to-back wins on the road. And they can now shift their focus to the division round.
Well, hats off to him, Boog. I mean, it's very difficult to come into a hostile stadium with all the energy and excitement of the postseason, but clearly that was no issue for these guys. They played well, and I think that bodes well for their chances at making a deep run here in October.
And a lot of disappointment for these fans, and of course the It's the Chicago White Sox and the Detroit Tigers. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. All right, just about set to go. And on the hill in this one, Russ McCabe. Back at Comerica Park. And our pitcher in this game, Brian Hahn. What do you have on him, Singy?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really...
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Parrish digs in now. Fastball for a strike at 95. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing, and he breaks his bat. He's got it. One away.
Batting sixth, first baseman, number 22.
And now the first baseman, Rafael Alvarez. Check swing called strike. That's strike one. Fouled off left side. That one
Ball, that's
outside. And the count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. This one in the air, center field. Lim under it. Corrals it. And there's 2 away.
Batting 7, right fielder, number 28.
Billy Hutchinson up now for the Tigers. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
Next offering is down low.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
Good hitters count the 2-0. Pablo Chavez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire
left
bat.
Fielder, number 17.
First and second, 2 outs. Chavez now at the plate. And that one is in for a strike at 95. 0-1. And ball 1. Two on, 2 outs. And the count 1-2. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second.
Nope. That's inside.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Game 1 of this wild card series.
Left fielder,
and here's the veteran outfielder, Peyton Burdick. McCabe back to work. There's a swing and a drive. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. And it gives them the lead in the third. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location.
Ball 4, take the base.
First and second, 1 out. Mercado, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it drops in. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Stepping in, David Cedeno. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam. Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
And that one fouled off. Misses inside. And now 3-1.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. The pitch. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. We'll see another payoff pitch.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Out to short. He is safe.
Protecting with strikes on him and putting the ball in play. Speaks to cutting down the strikeouts, shortening up with 2 strikes.
Here's the left fielder, Peyton Burdick. Golden opportunity right here. Pitch misses outside. And that is ball one. A little out front there as he swings through it. Tigers bullpen with some action. Anderson Logan loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Casillas, the lefty, warming up as well. In the air to left down the line. Chavez sizes this one up, squeezes it. Runner tags for home. He'll score on the sac fly, and they lead by 3.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
And now the shortstop, Ramon Madrid. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score here in game 1 of the wild card series. That one drilled left field. Chavez makes the play, and that's the 3rd out. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a couple left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the White Sox 3 and the Tigers nothing. And we're back. John Chambie and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Tim Harper.
Ball 4, take your base. That's ball 4. 3. Ball 4, take the base.
So the Chicago White Sox take game one of this wild card series. A huge win for them in hostile territory.
Yeah, Boo, they've still got their work cut out for them in this series, having to play on the road. But like you said, it's a huge win to jump ahead 1-0 in a short 3-game series. Just have to win one of the next 2 games to move on to the next round.
And on the home side of this one, obviously a disappointing result both for the team and the fans. But with home field advantage throughout, this series still has a lot up in the air. Not a ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game, Boog, but sometimes those can be the best, especially this time of year.
3-2 the final score for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.